5 or 6. Thank you for hanging out over here. What I was saying was, I'm not here to play. This is not entertainment. There are plenty of other pages where people can do that, but that's not me. Now, I might sing, but even when I'm singing, I am still singing for the Lord, to be a blessing in someone's life. And I was about to sing, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back on later. The talks have been about walking by faith. I have been healed by faith. I am moving. I couldn't walk, couldn't feel my body, my arms. I was diagnosed before with rheumatoid arthritis and put the medicine up on the shelf and said, Lord, I don't like the side effects. I'm not going to take this. Please heal me. And the Lord did. And so I don't know what you're going through. We live in an imperfect world. And so sometimes we'll go through illness and different things, but I'm saying keep praying, keep binding a spirit of infirmity, keep forgiving, because sometimes that sickness is attached to unforgiveness for some people, not for everyone. Some people, it's a means of the glory of God being revealed. He will say this sickness is not unto death. He's going to reveal glory by your testimony. And so you trust him through all of that. You just keep trusting him. So I have to get ready to head off right now. But what I want to say is be encouraged. You can't do this by yourself. You can't walk on this earth alone. You may have some enemies, some people who are jealous. I was talking about Joseph's brothers, but his father loved him. And that's what I get from the story, and put that many colors on him. And then their jealousy drove them to try to just mess up the plan. But he had a God dream first, and God dream did not die because of the difficulty that he was going through. So some of you need to pick your dreams back up. You need to pick your purpose back up. You need to think outside the box. I'm going to keep saying that in each video, because sometimes you're in the box and you're saying, this is the only way that I can make, pay your rent. You think, but I need you to stop, come out of panic, come out of, and people have said to me, like, your faith, one person said, your faith, she called it something, and I said, it's not that. And I was praying, I said, Lord, glory to God. Ooh, feel the presence. If you haven't felt the presence of the Lord, it's a whole lot better than some of the stuff that some of you are smoking and drinking. It's amazing. I feel his presence. Sometimes God will give you the gift of faith where you will be able to believe things that other people don't. You will be poised. You will cry before him too. You will feel certain things, but your faith will be so strong and brave in the Lord. It will be so amazing that people will look and it will cause their faith to increase. So the level of faith that God has given me is a level of faith to believe when other people may not believe. And because of that, people who know me say, oh my gosh, your faith has increased mine. So it helps to testify, even when you are going through that season. Some people will testify when they become a billionaire, but they won't talk about the journey that it took to get there. And sometimes, like Moses went through the wilderness with the children of Israel. He was not on the other side. He had a staff in his hand, but he didn't know how powerful the staff was until he reached the brink of the Red Sea with the enemies behind them, and the Red Sea in front of them. And God says, why are you crying out to me? When I read that, like I forgot, maybe 2 years or whatever, like, Lord, this is so good. Because he said, Moses, why are you crying out to me? What's in your hand? Hold up that rod. But he had it when he was going through the wilderness. So don't forget, when you're walking through the wilderness, you still have more. And God works miracles even in the wilderness, because he fed them with manna. He gave them water from a rock. They walked over serpents and all kinds. So he was still there. He was still faithful. But it was also to see what was in their heart. And what I want to say as I get ready to close is, do not let the wilderness make you bitter. Do not let the wilderness make you believe that God cannot come through in your life. Maybe you saw him come through for other people. Maybe you felt a little envious, jealous. I know you can go online sometimes and you're like, look at how God is blessing that person. What about me? And I want to say, what about you? God is no respecter of persons, but maybe there's something that you were supposed to do, you didn't do, writing the book, coming online and giving your testimony, talking, asking for help. There's faith in even asking for help because people can say no. So walk by faith and not by sight. All right, that's it for today. My apology, the thing just kept my alarms going off because I have to go right now. But believe is what I want to say to you. Don't doubt God. He's full. He's magnificent. He's sovereign. He's all of these things. And so don't doubt God. Don't doubt God. And I'm talking about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? I gotta go. Take care. Next time.